Thanks so much, Jacob. So this next presentation is for a nonprofit that both Supervisor Medina and I selected to recognize, and because this nonprofit actually supports many students, at-risk students, in both the city of Riverside and also in Moreno Valley and also surrounding areas. And there are actually some students, I think, in almost every district that they assist. And the organization is called Family is All That Matters, FIADM. So the reason we wanted to select this organization is because they work with all students from all districts. And one of the good things about them is that they work with our tier level 3 students. So in education, and my background's in education, Supervisor Medina's background's in education. I taught 14 years. I believe you taught 33? 34 years. Okay, every year counts. And so in that time frame, we have something known as multi-tiered systems of supports. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Tier 3 students are the students that need more intensive support or individualized support. And FIADM, Family is All That Matters, supports students in Tier 2 and also in Tier 3. And they help them through mentoring, they help them through tutoring, they help them through sports, and they also help them at the schools as well. So they do a lot of one-on-one interventions. So I would like to welcome Kuba Brown and FIADM and any of his board members that are here today, or anyone that you would like Kuba to come up. Great. And they actually brought students with us today, which is awesome. This is great. Okay. Because we actually also have certificates that we're going to be handing out as well. FIADM, like I mentioned, FIADM is very, very special because I got to meet the folks from FIADM, Family is All That Matters, years ago. I want to say back maybe in 2014, 2015 or so, when they were working with our young students, especially with football, and then also with mentoring. And I believe that the organization started around 2005, though, right? So it's been around even longer. And they've supported so many students, and we've gotten the opportunity to see so many students come back and say that FIADM has actually helped them. So I'm going to turn it over if you wanted to make some comments, Supervisor Medina.
Thank you, Supervisor Gutierrez. Yeah, I just want to share to say how proud I am to congratulate 7 students from District 1 schools for their exceptional academic achievement and for their outstanding performance and unwavering commitment to education. And also at the same time to thank Family is All That Matters for their dedication to students in the 1st Supervisorial District.
Thank you, Supervisor Medina. And we do have these certificates here. Maybe Kuba, if you want to maybe help with this. Angelo Jimenez Marquez. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to give my hat off to all the youngsters that are here. Too many times as adults, we don't get out the way. We don't be quiet. We don't listen. And we definitely don't hear. So in what we do, I appreciate the Board of Supervisors, all 5 of you guys. This is what your dollars do when you give them to the community and when you give them to the youngsters. So I wanted to introduce each one of these youngsters to their county supervisors because we also need to give you guys your flowers. All right.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Okay, great. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Okay. Okay. Next one. It doesn't say district on here, but
So this is Stylen Johnson Overman, and this young lady right here, She started with our program as a cheerleader when she was like yay high. And I'm upset with her because she could have made valedictorian with a 4.3 GPA at Moreno Valley High School, but somebody beat her out. But, Skyland, for your dedication and everything that you do, young lady, this is your county supervisor.
The next one is Justice Kinnebrew.
Yes. And this one right here. Justice, this is your county supervisor, Gutierrez. And for this young lady here, when you talk about proud and you talk about perseverance, I'm not going to break down for this one, but she's been with me for 2 years. And as you can kind of tell for the look on her face, some of us are not used to being praised. Some of us are not used to being accepted. Some of us are not used to being given their flowers while we're alive. But this young lady right here has went from the bottom to the absolute pinnacle and top, if you understand what I'm saying. This young lady has been tremendous over this last year, and I had to give her praise. Justice, this was for you. All right? We also have some of our certificates as well. So, Mr. Thomas, now this gentleman right here, not only as these youth have mentors and they have counselors and they have people that look out for them, I'm 52 years old. And my wisdom is standing right here to my left. So this young man right here, even though he's older than I, he doubles as my COO for the organization. He's my personal and my business advisor. So between him, my father, Pop, and my uncle, they have really changed me. And I'm 52. And I want to thank you, sir, for being by my side.
So before we continue, I want to say this. We didn't tell any of the kids behind me why they were here today. And it was important for us not to tell them why they weren't here. When the kids trust you, they show up, just like we show up for them. And there's a thing in our society where we only want to recognize the valedictorian or the superstar or the MVP. When our children make improvement, when our children show dedication and consistency and focus, we need to recognize that. We need to recognize that for them, and we need to recognize it for the other kids who are watching them. We need to let them know that we see them, that we see the movement, and that we appreciate everything that they're doing, and that you don't always have to get the 4.3 or the 4.5. Make improvement, change your D to a C, change your C to a B. Do your best. These kids have proven that. They drive from Moreno Valley to Riverside at Albert Unified. They drive from Menifee to come over. And not only do they get there and do their best, they do their best in academics, they do their best in sports, and they do their best to be leaders and get others involved. And so these awards is for that. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and turn it back over to you, or do I call names?
Before I present the 7 certificates that I have, as Supervisor Gutierrez said, I spent 34 years in the classroom. And as a 34-year teacher, I think I can walk into a classroom and in 1 minute know what's happening in that classroom and be able to gauge the effectiveness of what's happening and if true learning is going on. And I could tell in the first 60 seconds here that this is an organization that students believe in. And that's what it takes. My last year of teaching was at Lincoln Continuation High School, and it was probably my best year of 34 years because all students can achieve, especially when they have folks like you who they know care. So let me again thank you. And with that, I'll call up the first recipient, Jasmine Pryor. Naomi Pryor. Naomi Pryor. Tage Harrell. Omoro McCoy. Kylie Randall Hill. Will Taylor. And the last one, not here, Destiny Marie Sanchez.
All right. Thank you to all of the students, and if we can, yes.
One last thing, I would be remiss, we would be remiss if we didn't recognize Supervisor Karen Spiegel. When we moved into Tyler Galleria, um, Supervisor Spiegel not only came out for our grand opening, but has been extremely supportive throughout. They made changes on the supervisors, which we had no control over, but we wanted to let you know we remember you, we appreciate you, and thank you so very much for still being a part of this.
You know, it's a cliche, and you've heard me say it before, is that our youth are our future. And thank you for all that you and your organization have done to help and be a support for our youth. Because you know what? This is a great group of young folks that I know are going to be successful because they have the resources and the support. So thank you to the entire organization for what you've done for our youth.
And now, absolutely, thank you. If we could maybe have the students and everyone over here, that we could take a picture. Or Jacob, however you think it's.